What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Mystic Watch. And today we got a new video. We're going to be going over some JIRAIYA, the Blazing Bash JIRAIYA that has dropped into Global this week, as well as Tsunade, but Tsunade will be on a different video. So I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to be doing Tsunade. Now, what I need you guys to do is, I need to know what you guys want, because we hit 20k subs. Shout out to everyone who's subscribed. Now, those of you, I want to do something big. I don't know what to do. Give me some ideas. Drop some ideas in the chat about what type of event thing you want to see. You want to do a giveaway? I was thinking about like a 12-hour stream, something fun. I'll do some PvP, for like a couple hours. Try to hit Kage in one day type of thing. I don't know. So give me some ideas, guys. Leave them down below. And now let's get straight into the video. So today we're covering JIRAIYA. Now this one's going to be a little different. And the last time I covered Shikamaru and Choji, I didn't really like go over their non-Blazing Awakened version, because who gets like PvP units for their unblazing Awakened version? But in this time I might. So it depends on how fast it goes. I might make a separate video completely. Now let's go over JIRAIYA, and I'm gonna try to speed things up a little bit. I don't want to spend, I know I go off on tangents and things like that, and I don't want the videos running like past 15 minutes. I want 15 minutes to be kind of like the latest I go. So JIRAIYA Heart Blazing Awakened version, of course. This is 12. Well, we don't even care about like this top part right here. We can just take a look. HP, attack, long range, reduces the chance of being switch blocked, and boost speed by 20, which is useless in PvE. Now his jutsu PvE version is just damage, right? And his thing is damage restore 1 chakra, right? So it's not anything impressive, and his dupe abilities aren't anything impressive either. So now let's take a look at his PvP jutsu. We got, well, these are his stats: 30k HP, about 3000 attack, and almost 300 speed, right? 289 before pills. All this stuff is before pills. So he's relatively fast, which is really good. Breaking 300 with pills is always a good sign, putting you at the top of the speed charts. 3000 attack doesn't mean too much unless his multiplier is high, which a 6 times multiplier is relatively good. We got where's the calculator? Where's the calc? Where'd it go? Okay, right. So if we go 2976, because it will include pills, times 6. 17,000, about 18,000 neutral damage, which is pretty solid, right? And it's AoE. 60% chance of jutsu sealing for 1 turn, ignores all the substitution, knocks it back. So it's 80% chance max duped. Now if we take a look at his actual animation, we get an idea of what the actual hitbox looks like. Okay, so it's a big square. It can definitely hit multiple people relatively easy, so that's not an issue. So if you're hitting 2 people, you're doing, you're talking about like 36,000 damage for 5 chakra, which is pretty solid, right? But the problem is it's 5 chakra, it's not 4 chakra, which isn't a bad thing. Like usually if you're doing, there are people in this game who do this much damage, like without, at 4 chakra, right? So the thing is, now you have to keep this in mind. You need to be grouped for this to be worth, right? If you're hitting a single person with this jutsu, not worth it, right? Meaning like there are other ninja, other units that can do what he's doing better and more consistently, assuming that let's just say like 7 out of 10 times, if you're hitting this on multiple people 7 out of 10 times, I think JIRAIYA is worth it, right? But if you're not, then it's not worth it. That's just like a number that I'm giving out, right? Like personal opinion type thing. Now if you take a look at its ultimate, you're not gonna get his ultimate, doesn't matter. 16 times negates all jutsu damage to himself for 2 turns. Okay. Alright, it is what it is. So overall, he's a very generic unit. He's there for damage. He can jutsu seal, which is a good thing, but it's sealing for 1 second, so it's not gonna last that long. Just keep that in mind. 1 second sealing is not long, right? So it does screw you over if it lands, and it most likely will land. If you hit 2 people, this guy is doing work. So it really comes down to that, and it all depends on who you're playing against and if they group up. or if you can force them to group up in any certain way. So he's kind of like give or take, you know, he's, I don't want to say high risk, high reward, so he's sort of like that, right? Like he's very good at punishing bad mistakes because, like I said, his range is relatively big. I'd say between medium and large size for that jutsu, hitting a lot of people. If he might be able to hit 3 people, but I think he can consistently hit 2 people at least like in half your games, right? But if he doesn't, that's what sucks. Now, is he worth the dupes? No, not at all. I think 60% chance of jutsu sealing is good enough to leave it as is. You know, I would not use any sort of dupe abilities on him. I would just like, you know, if you manage to get him luckily, doing whatever, you know, good for you. Now, here's what I wanted to actually take a look at, is his his non-awakened version. So let's see if I can notice. Scroll down. And why do I care about this one? Because I think his non-awakened version is actually, you know, a really good unit in this game. So why is that, right? Heart unit, as you can see, HP is relatively high. Well, like his stats go higher, right, from his Blazing Awaken. When he's non-Blazing Awaken. So here we go. HP. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, and this is actually a big thing, is boost speed by 20 on his buddy skill, which is, in my opinion, in PvP, one of, you know, the best buddy skills you can give someone. Next to, in order, it'll have to be damage reduction, then this buddy skill, then dodge chance, in my opinion. Those 3 would be top tier, right? So that's just how I look at it. So I think damage reduction is still the best, and then followed by this. So he does do well in the back row, right? Like he's not a unit you leave in the front, you leave him in the back row and let him get his jutsu that way. So while he's in the back, he's given that 20 speed boost, and you know, if you got a front Hinata with like 300 whatever speed, now Hinata can all of a sudden start going first every time, no matter who she's up against. So one thing to keep in mind. So he's not like, you know, you shouldn't be disappointed if you pull him. He's just like not one of the broken units, if that makes sense. Okay, here we go. JIRAIYA Hidden Heart. He's still Hidden Heart. Okay. Long range, same exact field and buddy skill. Now the jutsu here is 5.2 times attack. AoE removes their barrier, knocks him back. Ultimate is 16.7 times attack, restores his own chakra by 1. Now he's 5 and 10 chakra, but damage wise, right? You're looking at, you know, look at 1752 for long range attack times 5.2, doing 9,000 damage. And if you're doing type effective damage, you're doing times 1.5. You're doing 13,000 AoE for a, what is this? This is a, you know, PvE jutsu. So the standards are a little different. So this is a good number to be hitting on your normal jutsu. Okay, and as you can see, it's a mid-range jutsu centered around himself. So solid range. And the thing is, let's see, what do we got here? Ultimate jutsu does a lot of damage, right? We're going 1752 times, was that 16.7, and 30k damage times 1.5. You know, he can do some. He's like a nice additional unit to have on your team, and the main reason is because of these two, right? Reduce damage from body by 50% in total, and if you get the last one, he goes down in chakra gauge. Now, the reason why he's better on top of that is because his sync with heart is reduced damage from body by 20%. So he's reducing 70% damage, right? If he's just an all heart, which is, you know, what you do in objectives. So in terms of how good he is he's like a body objective slayer, right? When it comes to heart. And that's like one of the hardest, you know, that's, you know, body is heart's hardest objective. So keep that in mind. For that reason, he's like super underrated and he's actually amazing. So that's one thing that I just want people to realize, that if you pull him and you got a couple dupes of him, keep in mind that, you know, if you ever stuck on a heart mission, you know, with a body objective or whatever, it's a body mission with a heart objective. Yeah, that's the one. Like, this is the guy that'll carry you. So what you go is, your front row will be him. It'll be Yugito, if you still have Yugito, right? Because Yugito gives, what, another 50%? Let me actually take a look at Yugito's sync skill. Oh, wrong. Yugito. There's someone here, right? I probably passed her like 3 times already and people are yelling at me. Why can't you see her, you idiot? What am I doing? Do it this way. There we go. So, Yugito, as you can see, is 10%, damage reduction from body 5 times, giving her the same thing. I can finish limit breaking her. I have all the stuff. I just gotta actually get her to 150. And then none of this matters. None of that matters. Okay, Sing skill. Think with heart. Okay. So, not as good as Jiraiya when it comes to that. But, she is a farmable unit, and it's as good as you're gonna get for a farmable unit. Like I said, if you can get 3 dupes into Jiraiya, however, not summoning for him, if you just manage to get some dupes in him, he is going to be amazing for body only. So, that's kind of my thing. Is he good in PvP? Yes. Is he I'd say he's slightly above average, right? But he's not top tier. He's not that tier 1, Hashirama, Hinata, what do you got? Itachi, like, those are like the big, honchos. He doesn't reach there. He's not that good. But he's below them, but he's not like bottom tier, right? He's mid tier to high mid tier, I'd say. So that's my analysis on the guy. What do you guys think? Do you use Jiraiya? How do you feel about him? And of course, if you guys aren't subscribed, subscribe down below and join in on the conversation. What do you guys want me to do to celebrate 20,000 subs? And a little tidbit thing that this upcoming weekend there is a tournament on the Discord for PvP. And of course, I am on the Reddit. I always link it down below every single video. So keep that in mind if you want to go on the Reddit. If you go onto the main page, you'll see there's a PvP tournament for skilled characters only. I'm not going to reveal my team, but I am going to be participating in this tournament. If you guys want a chance to play against me in the tournament, make sure to join this and go nuts. I am going to be using the extent of my whale-ness, so I'm going to try to go for the win. So I'm sorry if you look at my team and you see 6 ultimate units. I apologize. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.